Now, the first thing I do is put in a bottle of Shaoxing wine, which is Chinese cooking wine. I'm going to pour in some water to make up the volume of the stock. Big splash of tamari into the braising liquid, and as I just said, that is going to give the lamb that beautiful red colour. Now we need to put some a sweet component into the stock, so I use organic fair trade cane sugar. Chop that up roughly. I don't need to peel the ginger because it's so divine and it's going into the stock. So ginger in, okay. Then we put in some Chinese shallots or spring onions, scallions, and I just put those in roughly like that, okay. Then we're going to put in some garlic, so roughly chopped garlic or crushed garlic into the stock. Then we're going to put in some more beautiful flavourings and the spices and aromatics. Star anise, as you all know, this wonderful star-shaped spice, very intensely flavoured with, well, it's the flavour of aniseed and licorice. And I'm going to put in some orange peel, which I've simply used my vegetable peeler to peel off the rind of the orange, and I've just dried it overnight. So I've left it on a tray and it's just dried overnight. And of course, when you dry it, the flavour becomes more intense. We'll just put a little splash of sesame oil in for an extra hint of flavour, all right? We bring that stock up to the boil, and then we turn it to a medium simmer, and we let it sort of do that for about 40 minutes for all the flavours to infuse, the spice, the ginger, the star anise, the alcohol to cook off and so on. Then our stock is ready for the lamb. Okay, now as I said, let's just pretend that this lamb is all cut up in rough chunks. As I prepare any meat for braising, whether it's pork or lamb or beef brisket, I'll bring another pot of water to the boil and I'll place in the raw meat and I'll bring that to the boil. So I blanch it to remove any sort of impurities and I drain that. So we put the blanched, drained lamb in, okay? And we let that simmer. How long does the recipe say for? For 1 kilo, about an hour and a half. Okay, I serve this with roasted garlic. Trim off the top, set it in a little thingy, a little skillet, tiny little bit of water in there, okay? Cover it with foil very tightly. The water's going to create a steaming effect, and then we put that in the 190-degree preheated oven for 1 hour. When that comes out, what you end up with is this slow roasted garlic, okay? Then what you do is you simply turn it upside down and you squeeze out that yumminess, that beautiful slow roasted garlic. It's now this amazing, wonderful pulp. What I do to this for this recipe is I mix it with a little bit of the lamb neck braising liquid. Take a little bit of this braising liquid and we just mix it with the slow roasted garlic. A little bit of honey in there, okay? Our lamb's still braising away, soft, tender, gooey, all of those amazing spices. We mix that around and we're nearly ready to plate up the first dish. Or you could serve it in a bowl, sort of, but you'll be able to see the sort of yummy gelatinous of it, and see how I leave the fat on as well, because that's beautiful, of course, when you're braising. And remember, this is Chinese style, so there'll be other plates of food on the table. So it's actually incredibly healthy and delicious. And we all know that fat is flavour, and we Chinese people can't live without it. Now what I'm going to do is just dress the lamb with some of the braising liquid, which is amazing, the smell. I'm going to just garnish it with a little bit of the Chinese shallots. So we'll just... Now, roasted garlic on the top. And we finish it off with Szechuan pepper and salt. And it's beautiful organic extra virgin olive oil that's produced out of Naracoorte, South Australia. So there's the first dish, everybody, the red braised Paul and Virginia Kurtz's lamb shoulder with roasted garlic and tamari.